Hi, and welcome back to the Consult a Counselor series. In this series, I answer parenting-related questions so that you can be present and at ease with your child and live life mindfully. Today's question is, my husband told my kid he sucks at soccer. I know that soccer isn't the best sport for him, but I don't want to tell my kid he sucks at something. Please help. Well, I can totally relate to this question. First, it's important to understand that all kids and people for that matter have things that they're good at and things that they're just not. The first thing we want to think about is self-esteem. We don't want to tell our kids, you suck at something, because that can do two major things. First, young kids usually think that parents are their everything. And it's absolutely crushing when your everything thinks that you suck. This in turn can crush your self-esteem, and for fear of letting you down again, they may then obtain a fixed mindset, which means that they may not want to ever try anything new for fear of failure or for fear of disappointing you, instead of just learning from the experience. Now, I personally don't believe that everyone gets a participation trophy, so to speak. And maybe your kid is great at baseball, but you know that he isn't going to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. So you do have a few options. You can sign them up for soccer just as a learning experience. And maybe they're not good because they never had the opportunity to develop these skills. So that's a try. Or maybe you just use the soccer season to train their bodies and their mindset ready for the next season for the sport that they actually are interested in. You can ask your kid too if they are even interested in playing, just to see what they say. Or you don't have to ask them at all. Remember that you are the parent, so you don't have to expose them to something if you don't want to. Instead of letting your kid know that he's not good at something, you can impress upon the sports or the skills that he is good at and put him in those activities so that he can continue to develop and build an expertise in that area. With time and experience, kids eventually will pick this up for themselves. So you don't have to say, this isn't something for you because you suck at it. They'll eventually know the things that they are good at and the things that they can work on a little bit more. Then you as a parent decide on what you want to pay for and what you want to take them to. Now, in terms of your husband or partner, these types of conversations have to happen behind closed doors when the kids are asleep, or better yet, when they are out of the house. That is super important because we as adults often think that because we're talking in code or because we're whispering, that kids can't figure out what we're talking about. But remember that kids are much smarter than we give them credit for. So you can share your concerns in a calm way and then share this podcast or video with them. And if it leads to further questions, please make sure that you send them my way. So I hope this helped. If you think that this can help another mom or dad friend, please be sure to share it with them and subscribe to my podcast so that you don't miss the next one. If you have any questions for the Consult a Counselor series, you can always email me at podcast@freetobemindful.com or DM me on Instagram at Counselor V de Jesus. And remember, in a world where you are free to be anything that you want to be, you are always free to be mindful. Thanks so much and catch you next time.